It's time for a little bit of intellectual anarchy, where we engage in extreme truth, extreme common sense, and diversity of ideas. Hi, I am your host, James Salazar. I am a futurist and an identity redesign specialist. I help people create a more powerful intellect and identity to compete in this futuristic economy, and I'm also a political commentator, hence the show, Intellectual Anarchy. So, Tucker Carlson loses his job at Fox News. Now, Tucker Carlson is the biggest political commentator on cable news alive. Now, there's some that are big that have transferred over to their own thing through podcasts and their own streaming services, like Ben Shapiro, who are, right up there with him. But for cable news, Tucker Carlson is the man, or was the man. Definitely conservative, libertarian commentator, and he got let go along with Don Lemon from CNN, but Don Lemon, he rubs people the wrong way, even people who believe in his values. Even them get annoyed on how he just comes off. And Tucker Carlson could be, hard to take, especially with his laugh. I like his laugh. It's joyful, but it almost sounds like the Joker mocking you. And a lot of times you can hear that laugh when he's hearing a ridiculous take from somebody he invited onto his show. But nevertheless, he has been let go. There was a big drop in the Fox in the stock market because of it. And a lot of people, and all those who are from the different aisle of thinking, leftists and politicians, are sort of thinking he's been canceled. But what people are really saying is, and let me just lay it up, why people thought, his commentary or the release of the video of January 6th riots at the Capitol, it shed a whole new light. And all those people who were using January 6th as a billy club to shut down any dissent definitely freaked out, because they always say the winners are the ones who write history. But when you try to write history within 4 years of who has control of the presidency, who will you begin to? They think they won an election, and by doing better than we thought, but they still lost the Senate, which they had it, which pretty much handcuffed Joe Biden and the Democrats' hands, and the ability to push the narrative that Republicans are insurrectionists. Tucker Carlson, my God, showed these videos that were kept from us, the American citizen, to give us perspective on what happened. More information. There is definitely a group of people who believe that more information is more deadly. It's more problematic. And these are definitely people, I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat, these are people who forgot that it is we the people. There's the federal government, there's the judicial branch, there's the Congress and the House and police force, the army, and then there's the governors and mayors, and all those people, the one person that is most important is the citizen, is the people. And people get confused by that because all those people I named are people that have different agendas that happen. It immediately stops becoming we the people and becomes me the people. These politicians end up just becoming that way. If you're not someone who checks themselves, absolute power absolutely corrupts. So he reveals this stuff that certain politicians, mostly left people, the opposite party, felt. And there was some egg in their face. There's definitely a guy who was horns who stood in Congress and looks like he broke in and trashed the place. But through more context, we realized that the police there just ushered him in. Say, yeah, go in. Look it. And this guy went to jail. I don't know how long, but it seems like a long time. Considering, in the light of this new information, if the cop says, go through this gate, all right, you can go in, and then I get busted, the first thing I'm saying, they said I can go in. What are you going to do? Tucker Carlson puts that out. And the Democrats have been complaining ever since. And he gets fired. Ready to set up his show for the night. He gets cut. No warning. He gets let go. So, he and Fox have severed ways. They're no longer friends. And the Democrats think it's that reason, but here's the real reason. You see, and I've heard this, and I've listened to a lot of commentary, and one that makes the most sense is that Tucker Carlson has a lot of frivolous lawsuits. And the model for cable news has been dying slowly and slowly. Very few people now, out of 350 million people, very few people now use cable news or local news as their news source. Either Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, subscription services to the things that you like through your iPhone. The iPhone is the major thing. You are gonna receive that type of information. And I think even though Fox leads by leaps and bounds over CNN, MSNBC, and every other channel, I think they see the writing on the wall. And Fox News can't, I think they're figuring that Fox News can't get any higher. It's going to start dwindling like CNN and all these other ones who are feeling the hit first because of their content and their lack of honesty about their political agendas. Where Fox, you know why Fox says we're the most trusted? It's because they are outwardly and openly bipartisan. So you can trust that they're bipartisan. And they're going to give you one side, and they will bring other people from the opposite side because they feel confident that they're going to make those people look stupid. Where CNN, they don't, because they don't like to be challenged. And if you don't like to be challenged, it means you're afraid of the truth. I say all that to say this. So it's literally hard. Look at one more thing before I get to this next point. Out of 350 million people, Tucker Carlson has the biggest show by far, and he gets about 3 million people a night when he's on. Three to 4, somewhere in there. And it significantly drops. I think the 5 is doing good in its time slot, but that doesn't say much for those time slots that they're going up against. And they see the writing on the wall, and they're looking to sell. They're looking to sell. And they got to upload all their people who are being sued. Hence why Tucker is gone. Now, don't worry about, if you're a fan of Tucker Carlson, don't worry. He's already fielding offers from places that are going to pay him 3 times as much. But in all reality, he's going to go to the Ben Shapiro route. He's going to be the flagship of his own service, like Glenn Beck, like the Daily Wire, like Ben Shapiro. He's going to have his own, and he's going to bring certain levels of talent with him to play a part. And he's going to make money hands over fist. And here's the ironic thing. He's going to maintain the same viewership as well as gain more. You know what the ironic thing? When Tucker Carlson says something, all the people who worry about what he's saying and want to complain and talk about it later draw more eyes to it. Tucker could be in his own little world doing his own little thing on Fox News. But it's only when the left gets upset, say, we don't like what you said, and then millions and millions of more people come. You know, if CNN, MSNBC, and all the liberal news sources, the legacy news sources, just didn't react to him showing that video, millions of people would have never saw it. It was the other people reacting to it, because Tucker has his own people. Tucker's speaking to the choir. But when you complain, invite 20 other choirs in, and then you get upset because people don't trust you as much. Well, there you go. So what do I think about all this? Well, let's say this. Tucker did come out with a small little speech and with some omissions. He didn't quite say that he was under this thumb, but real issues, real issues, debatable issues that we all need to handle, they were discouraged to talk about. True issues that we are facing as American citizens in our local, state, and federal issues that affect us in real life, they were actively told not to talk about. And I think this is, I don't know if it was under contract, but his own admission that he was very limited, and as soon as he started to bring things to light that people didn't like, people found him troublesome. So it could be that he's talking about things that most cable news do not want to be discussed for whatever reason. It may don't get as much ratings, or for what he said, the Democrats and the Republicans are so in the pocket of other people that both sides are saying, let's not talk about these certain subjects in which we are making money from by lobbyists. So, very interesting to see what he's going to do next. As you know, Steven Crowder is starting his own thing. This is the route for political commentary. Do your own thing. We'll see if Don Lemon is able to do that. I'm pretty sure he can really express himself. I have no doubt that Don Lemon, has way more radical views that he wants to get out, and maybe some conservative views he was never allowed to express. And I think they're going to untie his hands, and he should pull all the best liberal talent, create their own little media source like the Daily Wire or the Blaze, and be the answer. Be the other answer to what Tucker Carlson's probably going to do, what the Daily Wire is doing, what Glenn Beck is doing with the Blaze, what Bill O'Reilly's doing. That seems like the way of the future. Nobody needs some stupid box. All you need right now is the internet and a website that streams all your content. And if you're good enough and you market enough, you can be wealthy and espouse the things you're passionate about that have meaning to you, the values, however you think this country should be run by. And this is why I'm doing that. Intellectual anarchy is to express my conservative libertarian views, because I believe conservative and libertarian views are prerequisites for having a critical thinking mind. Personal responsibility. So, my friends, I'm doing a lot right now. I'm posting a lot on my YouTube page. This is one of it. I'm doing my shorts. I have my Facebook group, the Bright Burn Society Facebook group. This is for people who want more in life, who wants to burn bright. Well, you, my friends, you maximize your illumination by maximizing your human potential. And that group is for that. Get in there right away and start to participate into the Brightburn Facebook group. If you need some life coaching, you need me to come speak at any of your events, just go to the right there, right there, QR code right here. Take a picture of that. That'll link you to everything I'm doing. Or go to here, right here, the JamesSalazarMedia.com/sling. That will also take you to my jump page that jumps you to other places, like the Stargate. Boom. Got a lot of options. Go check them out. So there's some things I'm affiliated with. I have an Etsy page. Check that out. So this is James signing out of Intellectual Anarchy. And I wish the best of luck to Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson.